Okay, let's do this thing. Sunday, folks. This is the go home show. Rebellion is this Sunday, so this is the go home show. Like I said already, for Impact before the pay per view this Sunday, and there is a lot to talk about that's pretty important before we get to this pay per view this Sunday. So there is a lot to say about Rebellion. We do kick it off though with Decay, Crazy Steve and Black Tars versus the Good Brothers. Basically a win for the Good Brothers right here before they match this Sunday against Finjuice. Basically, Carl Anderson got on the mic basically saying 2020 was a bad year for a lot of people, but it was real good for us. And after that year, the Good Brothers got a little bit cocky, and then Finn Juice kind of showed them that they were starting to slack. And yes, they'd have the titles right now, and they can enjoy their little time in Japan while they have them. But this Sunday, we will get the titles back at Rebellion, which Finn Juice have showed up with the belts on New Japan Pro Wrestling. But I told you before, they were already in the New Japan Cup, and it's not like they defended the belts over there. Yes, we saw the belts. I haven't watched New Japan lately since Ospreay won the title, but I'm not really sure if they have, reappeared with those belts since then. Then again, I'm not even sure if they're even on that tour right now. So I'm not even sure myself. I just haven't really seen the belts ever since the last time I did see them on New Japan. So it just gives a good win for the Good Brothers right here. I don't know why Decay's kind of taking an L, even though they got beat last week also. I like Decay being back, but I wish they would kind of pick up some more wins right now and kind of make them a credible threat. Because, listen, I know the belts have been Japan, but at the same time, they could be kind of building up their tag team division right now, other than a few other teams, which it's not really a lot. But they do need to build Decay and some other teams back up there to get back in the tag title contention, at least make them some credible opponents instead of taking another team from another company and then putting the belts on them just to kind of leave for the past month or two with those belts and not really do anything right now. So we'll see what happens this Sunday with that match coming up. I know they had a lot of promos. Well, the roster think who's going to win between Omega and Swan and Sunday for the title. So we got just promos from them. Violent by Design had a promo basically talking about Eric Young's match night against Eddie Edwards. Susan went against Tennille Dashwood. Tennille won, beating Susan. Whatever gimmick she's going on right now with. But Tennille Dashwood cut this promo, which wasn't really good, saying she's an Instagram influencer and basically she's been the pioneer for the women's revolution and say she's going to beat Tennille not Tennille. Tennille says she's going to beat Deanna this Sunday. I don't even know how Tennille even got a title shot, to be honest with you. I forgot anyway, so I don't really even know why she has a title shot against Deanna Purrazzo. And, Tennille with this Instagram, whatever thing she's doing, I don't know. It's just I know something about it's not working. I still like what my friend Evo Once said. He gave an idea. I know the 90 days isn't up, but he thought it would have been a good idea if they put Peyton Royce and Billy Kay with them, which would make sense for the Iconics to join up with Tennille Dashwood being like Instagram influencers. That would make some sense and actually pretty good. But right now, Tennille by herself is just not working. I expect Deanna to still retain the title. Brian Myers cut a promo on Matt Cardona talking about he's living in the past, especially the past success of his old YouTube show, and basically said, "I'm going to win against Rebellion. I tried to leave the past in behind, but Cardona keeps trying to bring it back. And this Sunday, he's going to witness that it's going to be another roster cut. So Myers, not a bad promo out there, which I got to give him credit. He has tried to move on from the whole Kurt Hawkins thing and has reinvented himself, and he has been picking up a lot of wins lately. So I kind of expect him to win. Cardona, he still feels like Zack Ryder light ever since he's got released. At least Cardona has tried to, not Cardona, but Myers has reinvented himself and he's ditched the whole, even taking the eye patch off also, but he's just ditched the whole Kurt Hawkins thing and he's getting away from that old jobber aspect. So that's good. Sammy Callahan cut a promo talking about Trey Miguel this Sunday. As Trey Miguel, I guess, was in with one of his trainers at wrestling school and basically, hyping him up, and it kind of showed a training video of him, getting ready for his match against Callahan this Sunday. Um, Jake something when he gets Mahabashir with Rohit Raju. Didn't these two break up like a few weeks ago? When did they get back together? I have no idea. I literally have no idea when did these two go back as a team. I swear they broke up. So When did they get back together? Jake something take another L. I don't know why where this is going for him right now, and I like Jake. I want to see where they go with him, but kind of odd to have him take 2 L's in a row. I know it was by interference and whatnot, but I don't know where they're going with him right now. I don't know if this is part of a plan or story with it or something, but I'm like, okay, this guy's kind of been cannon fodder right now. Now he's taking a random L to Mahabali Shira, so I don't know what's going on with that. Rich Swann came out with both the titles, basically talking about, no. It's serious for a second. He talked about that press conference. He talked about Kenny being Mr. 7-star right there as he shook his hand and Omega ended up smacking him in the mouth. Swann basically telling Omega, if you want to put your hands on me, let's do it right now. Omega and Don Callis showed up on the screen and saying, he's going to make Access TV proud by being their champion and whatnot when I take the Impact title. Listen, I already got the AAA title and the AEW title and everything. Just justifying the ego right now, which Omega said he will be the champion of all three companies this Sunday of AEW, AAA, and Impact. And Callis said it's gonna, he's gonna buy a new house and everything, made of gold and whatnot. It's Kenny Omega's world. He's going to be taking over, and that's, he did this whole goodbye, good night thing. Next thing you know, Moose came out. We haven't seen Moose since Sacrifice, and Moose, said, "Calm down. I'm not here to hurt you, okay? But I've taken a lot since Sacrifice." And Swann was smart taking advantage of him and playing his hand, but you did take down the wrestling god Moose, and we talk about Omega's great, but he showed Swann what pain was all about. And that Muse's bigger, faster, stronger than Omega. He's more skilled than him. But one thing that he does not have, what Omega has, is his three stooges of Gallows Anderson and Don Callis. And, listen, I'm just here to wish you good luck on Sunday. And a piece of advice, you better not lose both of those titles. Because if you lose those titles and you don't come out Sunday as the AEW champion, then you're going to have a bigger issue with me coming up. Great segment. Really great segment. And I like Moose coming back. Honestly, I would have expected Moose to screw Swann out of the match this Sunday, but he's giving him a warning right here, and this wasn't bad. Swann, at least he didn't look like... Listen, I look at this whole feud and everything. It's been very one-sided, and it's really hard to believe if Swann has any of a chance because it has not looked like that one bit. It's just been Swann getting punked out ever since this whole feud began. And I can go all the way back to Hard to Kill when this whole thing happened, okay? Because it's like for months now. Even he gets slapped by Omega last week. Callis punks him out. Just so many things. Him getting pinned. Come on, another person's world champion pins your world champion on your own show. It's just been very one-sided. And even people sit there and they'll tell me too that Swann has no chance of winning. He just doesn't. It's just been very one-sided. I've already said about this whole AEW Impact partnership. And you could put this on AEW also because not one time, not once that we even heard about Rich Swann on AEW. And I've said this numerous times. I even said on my AEW review last night that we've only seen one commercial about Rebellion being for Sunday. And like I said before, I know it wasn't a go-home show for AEW to really promote it like that. But by God, if you know Omega has a big match coming up, you could at least promote the match. Say something about it. They didn't say anything. I would have expected Rich Swann or anyone different from Impact to show up and just kind of take on Omega. I would have said that. Impact has done their best to get this match over as much as possible between Omega and Swann, but is there really any small glimmer of hope that Rich Swann really has? Like I said, I like the promos. It was really good. Moose even coming out saying what he had to say was good too. But it's, in all honesty, in anybody's question, does anybody really believe that Rich Swann has any small chance of... I'd be surprised if he beat Omega this Sunday. I'd be really, really surprised if he beats him. Because, like I said, this whole thing has looked one-sided as fuck, okay? It really has. And Swann, come on, didn't they have Omega and them come out and cut promos on Swann? I'm like, why doesn't Swann come out and do anything? He stayed in the back and listened, and he didn't come out and do anything. Like, you're this company's world champion. Like, come on, do something. Like, he could have... I said this in one review. Like, the promo he cut in the back, he could have cut that same promo on both Callis and Omega in the damn ring. Why didn't he do that? I don't know. I just don't know. But we're going to see what happens in this whole world title match, though, this Sunday. But like I said, it's zero chance right now. Literally zero chance he has of winning, okay? They played another Taylor Wilde video. I guess she's coming back sometime this month. Kiera Hogan went against Jordan Grace, which ended in a DQ. But as Kiera and Tasha jumped her, Rachel Ellering showed up. I guess she is the mystery partner for Jordan Grace. I don't know why they didn't save that till Sunday to do that. But, they said she's the daughter of Paul Ellering, and she is the mystery partner, which, like I said, they should have waited till Sunday. I don't know much about Rachel Ellering. The last time I really heard about Rachel Ellering, she was in NXT, but that was like a few years ago. And you never really saw her really do anything on there. So, I know she is pretty good, though. So, I am looking forward to that tag match. It's just, I would have saved it as a surprise, though. I don't know why they didn't do that. At least save it as a surprise for Sunday instead of just kind of giving it away right now. But I hope it does something because I don't think a lot of people really know who Rachel Ellering is that much. I haven't really seen Rachel Ellering in, like I said, the past couple years. So unless you follow her like that, then you'll know. But it is a good pick, though, to get her. So we'll see what happens with that tag match. Eric Young went against Eddie Edwards in the main event. Very good match. And Eric Young, like I said before, with his ACL being torn, it's hard to tell if it even looks like his ACL is even torn out there. He still did this match. I think he said himself he didn't really know until later. And I said this when he had this match with James Storm. Where did he really tear his ACL? Because he looked good. And like I said, he just must have really toughed it out, especially if he could still do the whole damn match and finish it also. And Eric Young still ended up getting the win with the small package as everybody brawled at the end. But here's the question now. Who is going to be replacing Eric Young this Sunday since he has a torn ACL? He's going to be out for a very long time, apparently. So I don't know who's going to be his replacement or who they're going to get. So we'll see what happens with Eric Young with his replacements, which, like I said, it's a lot of people. We already know about the Rachel Ellering part, but we'll see who really is going to be the. I hope they keep him on TV, though, because they need a mouthpiece for Violent by Design. I've really enjoyed his segments and his group right now because we need him. They need him as a talker. Somebody's got to talk for this group, okay? I don't know how Cody Deaner can really do a serious to be, the leader or interim leader, or even Rhino and Joe Doring there. We never even really heard talk. So I hope they keep him around on TV some way, somehow. But they're gonna need a fourth guy or something to replace him. So we'll see what happens this Sunday. Overall, very good go home show, very solid. They did promote mostly every match on this pay-per-view for this Sunday. Of course, Mauro Ranallo will be at Rebellion. He will be commentating for the main event. I think it's only the main event, though. So at least Mauro Ranallo is slowly kind of getting back into wrestling and whatnot. I know he's been doing a lot of boxing commentary most of the time ever since he left NXT. So I don't think it's like a full contract. I just think it's a one-time thing. It would be cool if they bring him back, though, multiple times. But putting Mauro Ranallo commentating for that main event, though, that should be good. And it looks like it's really convinced a lot of people to buy the pay-per-view also, to what I've seen on Twitter. So they are excited to see him commentate, given that they haven't really seen him commentate ever since he left the WWE. So we'll see how that goes, too. But I am looking forward to this show this Sunday for Rebellion. Of course, it's going to be a review and whatnot. I'm looking forward to this show, and I think it's really going to be good. The card looks really solid. I'm looking forward to most of these matches. I think a lot of question is now in the main event and whatnot. So we'll see how this goes. Like I said before, though, does anyone, and I mean anyone, have any chance of Rich Swann beating Omega? Okay, like I said, I think it would have helped more if they had put Rich Swann showing up on AEW and doing something with the title, but they never did, and I think that was just a step back. And I just said before, it just feels like this whole partnership is one-sided. So we'll see what happens, though. But comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Hooded Knight 890. I said many things. I've already repeated myself. Okay, so I look forward to Sunday, and we will see you this Sunday for Rebellion. Okay, I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace.